I want to get started by comparing two terms, science and engineering. Science is to understand origins and truth, while engineering is to make and create new things based on scientific knowledge. Many people say that a great scientist like Albert Einstein made a huge change for the world. That's true, but I want them to also remember that world-changing inventions such as computers, automobiles, or telephones were created by simple ideas from ordinary people like us. So anyone can invent new technology from ideas. Thus, anybody can change the world. Hello, my name is Hong Ya. I'm a biomechanical engineer who's trying to make a bridge between engineering and biomedicine for human-machine interfaces. Today, I want to talk about recent work that designs and develops skin-like electronic systems that can be mounted on the skin for recording biopotentials. First of all, let's take a look at conventional existing electronics. At this time, this electronics is to record muscle activities from the skin. What do you think? Looks pretty messy, right? It's because of the bulky electrodes and wires. And how about electronics that's recording brain activities on the scalp? Is it better? I have to say that because it's very obtrusive. Nobody wants to really wear this type of electronics for their daily life. Then you may ask, is there any other ways? My answer is yes. How about now? It's completely different. We designed this electronic system following the mechanical and materials properties of the skin. So we call it as skin-like electronic system. In fact, I'm wearing this electronics on my skin, right over here, right? Can you see it? You cannot see it, right? Of course, because it's like my skin. It's pretty much invisible, right? That's the beauty of this electronics. We designed this ultra thin, so it's even thinner than a single human hair, and it's ultra light. So even though I'm wearing this, there's no feeling. And it's flexible and stretchable, so it's following the skin deformation pretty nicely, right? And we designed this based on microscopic and nanoscopic materials and structures, so it's following the skin morphology pretty nicely. So you may wonder how it looks like on my skin. So I prepared a microscopic image. I took them last night. You see that? That's my bare skin from forearm. Our skin is not flat. Instead, it has curvilinear, contoured surface, right? And how about electronics on my skin? You see that? These fine microscopic patterns are covering the electronic and the skin morphology pretty nicely. So we did offer high fidelity data acquisition of electrical signals on the skin. Then how to mount such electronics onto my skin? Let's take a look. By simply applying a spray-on bandage on my skin, then I can stamp electronics directly, like wearing temporary tattoo. Then what's going to be application of such electronics? We are looking for human-machine interfaces. So first example is to utilize muscle activities on the skin, which is called electromyography. So many people think that if I want to control like drone, helicopter, or RC car, we can easily imagine we can utilize remote controller, right? But instead of using this controller, how about using something from our body, like muscle activity? That's the idea. So there's a guy who's sitting on a chair. He's wearing these electronic systems on his forearms. And then there's quadcopter. And he's gonna make different gestures, like rotation, going left and right, squeezing or going out or like this. Then these signals were recorded by these electronics on the skin, and it's going to be wirelessly transmitted to the quadcopter for control. How cool is it? You know, it looks pretty simple and perfect, but the thing is, we actually recorded more than 20 times to make that movie, right? And even we lost a helicopter due to a crash. Nothing's perfect, but hard working can make it happen. The second example of these human-machine interfaces is to utilize brain activities. So it's called Electroencephalography. So at this time, we mount electronics on non-hair-bearing scalp, like forehead, ear, or mastoid. And we developed a text spelling computer interface. So as you can see that, there are 5 different windows, and each window includes characters. So instead of speaking, by just watching a window that includes the desired character that it wants to spell it, it will make word. And also we added word prediction algorithm such that it will estimate the word based on the pre-spelled character. For example, once you make VIR, it will lead you Virginia. So there's a guy who's going to be watching that window computer interface to spell Virginia Commonwealth University.
WRCOMPLETE underscore C O M M O WRCOMPLETE underscore WRCOMPLETE.
So far, I have talked about these skin-like electronic systems and its applications for human-machine interfaces. Actually, it's developed by a teamwork through interdisciplinary collaboration from mechanical engineering, electrical, computer science, material science, and biomedical engineering. So why don't you join us by being an engineer, work together to make a better world. Thank you.